Can you fit 35s on a 4th Gen Tacoma? Well, of course you can. I did. Let me show you how. So I'm running some 35-inch Toyo RT trails. In this video, I'll quickly break down what wheels I used, what offset I have, and any small mods that are required, and of course, no body mount chop needed. Let me quickly go over the tires themselves first, and then we'll talk about the wheels. So these are Toyo Open Country RT trails, and these are in 35, 12.5, 17-inch. Let me quickly go over why I chose these tires. So like I was saying, these are the Toyo RT Trails, and I like the fact that these are hybrid tires. So a little bit more aggressive than an all-terrain tire, but not quite as aggressive as the MT. I've ran MTs previously, and I would say they're a little bit much for me for the amount of road that I do, but the performance off-road was obviously amazing. But this is a hybrid tire, so it gives you a nice balance of the two. We have still a pretty aggressive sidewall look, so they have definitely the look factor, and then we get into basically durability, and road use is really great. So durable off-road, but really good on-road, so great mileage performance that way, and of course not noisy. These are very quite quiet. They don't make a ton of noise. I would say yes, a little more than factory, but really not a noticeable amount that you're going to care about it inside your cabin anyway. Okay, we'll quickly talk about the wheels. These are KMC KM542. These are in satin black, 17x9, and of course Toyota fitment 6x139.7, and these are in plus 18. So we will go ahead and have a look at the fitment on these in just a moment, but here's a good look at the wheels themselves. Let's just quickly talk about offset in itself. It really depends on what kind of look you're getting after. I mean, if you really want that wide stance, I mean, you can get, I would say, on the outside of plus 18. So what I mean by that is getting closer to 0 or negative. So the closer that you get to 0, the further they're going to stick out. So if you really want that wide out look, I mean, you're going to get closer to 0 or even negative. In my opinion, that's way too far. I think that's going to look not what I'm into anyways. So the sweet spot is probably going to be somewhere, I would say, where I'm at, plus 18 all the way up to say plus 35, but probably plus 25 is probably going to be the right in and around that zone is where you're going to find that most people are going to end up, and most wheel manufacturers are going to be building wheels right in and around that size. We'll take a quick look at the offset of the wheels, and we'll see kind of where I stick out. So there we go. You can see with the 35, obviously we have a lot of tires showing from the front, so it looks pretty good there, I think. And then there we sort of have how much we have sticking out, and there from above, I mean, it's kind of tricky to tell, but we're sort of, maybe somewhere around in the 2 to 3 finger range sticking out there from the back. This is the front left wheel, obviously we've seen. We're looking pretty good there. One of the things you're going to worry about with offset, which is pretty important, is we're going to look at the upper control arm clearance. The wide angle lens makes it look a little bit wider than it is, but there is tons of room on the control arm. Then we'll have a look at the rear. And there we go, we have the same sort of look. We have a little bit of poke, and let's go ahead and we'll take a look from the rear as well. This is the rear perspective. I'll get nice and close so you can see there's the factory mud flap still in place, and there's sort of the look, and that is sort of what we're looking at there. So definitely some poke there. Just kind of step back and have a look at the truck here. So my truck is sitting on a peak suspension, 2 1/4 front spacer lift, and the 2-inch rear spacer lift. I got my truck actually a little while ago. At the time, there was not really too many lifts. I just haven't bothered changing it. Eventually, here I am going to go to a Dobinson's kit. Big fan of that stuff. But anyway, so let's take a look at the truck from a far away, a little far distance. You can get a sort of a general idea of what it's looking like. So sorry about all the crazy contrast. Maybe we're kind of in the shadow here a little bit, hopefully you can get a good look at that and seeing what the truck overall looks like. But there she is. So as for modifications, I do have the crash bar piece removed. Just remove the cover and unbolt the unit, and that is done on the front. I have no rubbing or trimming done here on the back of the lower fender. If you had to, I mean, you could probably just nip this corner off. Really, that's probably not too intrusive, but it's still intact, and I am not rubbing, and I've been off-road, and so far it does not rub at flex or at turn. I did make one very minor modification here on this corner. Right here on the front fender, this sort of had a triangular shape to it like this, but it just, like I said, just from here to here there has sort of a little notch to it, and basically that's all I've modified there. Just going through my notes, and something I did mention in a previous video that I did is some of the changes. Obviously the offset is a big difference between you know, basically all previous Tacomas and now the new 4th gen, but something else you'll want to know too is the hub and bore diameter. So you'll have to just double check if the wheels are being produced with the right hub and bore diameter. If not, you do need to run a spacer. So we've gone from basically a 95.1 mil to a 106 mil. So we want to make sure we run a hub ring spacer if required. And then the wheel nuts. If you run aftermarket wheels, you are going to need some wheel nuts, and they're the new size. They're the bigger size. So we're no longer 12 mil by 1.5. We are now the larger studs, running the 14 by 1.5 mil nuts. So would I recommend this to other people? Yes, I would actually. I think it's a very simple modification. It doesn't require much, very small lift, very minimal modification to get the tires to actually fit, and they do fit. I mean, a lot of guys really are not into like cutting up their trucks, and hey, I completely understand that for the price we pay for these things, but this is very, I would say, unintrusive, so you can get them on there pretty easily, and in my opinion, I think they look fantastic actually. So of course, you know, you may consider, if you're going to be lifting, you know, a really nice whatever you can afford to lift. It's probably some upper control arms, and yes, of course, you will need a wheel alignment after that. We line in-house at our shop, so I mean, I lifted and aligned it. We do that all the time. So anyways, I hope you found some value in this information, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next time, man. Have a great one. See you later. Bye-bye.